It's been 4 years. 4 entire years of trying to find this man. This man behind countless murders. It's been estimated that he's taken over 10,000 lives at this point in time. And honestly, I'm scared. I've brought as much protection as I can carry, but nothing has stopped this man. I don't plan on stopping him either. No man really could. But I merely just want to speak to him, to try and figure him out. I want to know why he does what he does. With me being such a big fan of his work, we both decided to meet in a more discreet location than I would otherwise meet a friend. A shipping dock at 2 a.m. I like to think of him as a good friend of mine, despite me never actually formally meeting him until now. And I don't want him to get, well, the wrong impression. I'm not here to get a lead on him and leak him to the police or anything of that sort. I merely just want to know more about him. He seems like a fascinating individual, and I would hate to see his streak end now. Ah, Doctor, there you are. I apologize, as I was having trouble with the directions of this place. It's rather convoluted.
Oh, don't you worry. Sit down right on that chair, and we'll begin your interview.
Thank you for the hospitality. So, to start off, I would like to ask if you have any family members or any kin.
Oh, well, that's a rather complicated matter. You see, none of them lived very long. I was the only living relative of my entire family.
Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. It's okay, I didn't like them much anyways.
Well, to get to the point, I have to ask why. Why do you do the things that you do? Is it some sort of trauma? I mean, those deaths must have been pretty hard on you.
Well, if you want a simple answer to a simple question, it would have to be that I do it because it's what I enjoy.
Oh, don't get me wrong, Doctor. I do enjoy your work, as, artists such as yourself rarely get the recognition that they really deserve. So do you really do all this murder just for the hell of it? Just because you enjoy killing?
That's precisely why I do it. It gives me a thrill that not many other things could really do. And it's what I was raised on, you could say.
I see. Well, do you ever feel any guilt or remorse for your victims? There have been over 10,000 people that you've been suspected of murdering. Is this true?
To answer the second part of your question first, as it is a much more quantitative, well, I would like to say that I haven't been counting. I don't count my art pieces, as that's not really what matters to me. It's more of a quality over quantity, you see. And for the first part of your question, well, that is going to require a expedition of sorts. Let me take you back. When you were a child and you would be sitting on the sidewalk as you would, putting a magnifying glass to the concrete and burning those ants into embers. Embers which could not be put back into their original life. Did you feel guilt? Did you feel a sort of pain for what you had done? I would assume no, as you were but a child. Now for me, I was raised with this art. It is ingrained in my DNA. So any sort of guilt or pain, I have been completely desensitized to. I'm almost like a child, except that childlike innocence in the face of a morbid reality has never really left me. I was born to murder. It's just how I express myself. Don't we all have different ways of expression? Is mine any less valid than that of a painter, or that of a chef, or that of any other person? I would argue no, but everyone has their own opinions. Those who I disagree with tend to become more agreeable, if you know what I mean.
I understand. I completely understand. Not being able to share your work because of the morals of a society that you disagree with could be absolutely heart-wrenching.
Think back to the past, to the present, and imagine the future. Millions and billions and trillions of years ahead of us. Will any of this really matter? Will any of our dainty little lives really play any part in the grand scheme of things? Will the rivers of blood that shed from the wounds of those who I slice apart really matter once our world is gone? Once our universe is gone, and once any memory of our existence is wiped away? I think not. And I'd guess to reason that anyone else with a mind such as mine would agree.
Doctor, this is profound. I am beyond happy that I came here to see you this day, and I thank you for meeting with me.
It was a pleasure. Unfortunately, I think it is time to say goodbye.
Well, why, yes, I was just about to leave.
Take him to the pile. We can't have any risks on our hands.